Don't y'all hate when you pull up to the family function and everybody's like, hey, how's school? You looking for colleges? It's like every single person you go up to, you gotta answer the same questions. And I for sure definitely hate small talk as a socially anxious person. After those really basic questions, what the hell do you do next? What are you gonna ask your Uncle Bill? You got nothing in common. He's like 50, 40 years older than you. Generally, I always use like sports, like football, baseball, and shit like that as like small talk topics. Those are like my fucking saving grace, bro. Whenever I'm just sat there in a really awkward situation, I always bring out the sport. But of course, when I pull up to the family function, I'm looking for my cousins. You know, that's who I'm looking for. Because like, even though they're all older than me, that's like the closest people I have to me in age at the family function, right? So I can at least relate to them a little bit, you know? But even though I fucking hate small talk, I mean, I'd kind of just think about it this way. Every time you talk to somebody, like, with small talk, like, oh, how's college or whatever, I just kind of use it as an opportunity to improve my social skills. I try to like build on the question they asked in some way to maybe stem some more conversation. I try to do that at least. But hey, it's a work in progress though. Definitely the worst question I could possibly be asked in small talk is, oh, you know, how's things with the ladies? And unfortunately, I have to admit to my Uncle Billy that I get no bitches. And they're all just like, what? Nothing yet? Yes, nothing, because I have no game, bro. So I have to just sit there and explain to my Uncle Billy why the girls aren't all over me. And the most awkward thing of all time had to be when I was sitting at the table at my family function, right? And my cousin was like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend now. And I was just sitting there in front of the entire function, and I had to admit to the whole function that I got no bitches. I was like, nah, not yet. You know, it's a work in progress though. And they were just like, yeah, it's still okay. You know, we love you. We love you. At least I didn't get flamed by my family. I mean, I very well could have. And that would have been much worse. And I just kind of feel mad pressure to find a girlfriend now, you know? I'm kind of lucky that my grades are good because my family is like, oh, you know, don't worry. You guys got to focus on school. You're doing real good in school. But the ironic thing is I really don't care that much about school. But sometimes my family would ask about my YouTube channel because my parents brought it up sometimes. I would just sit there and feel really awkward as they play my videos. And like one time, you know, Uncle Bill was like, oh yeah, let's put it on the big screen. I'm like, oh fuck. I was just sitting there in discomfort the entire time as my entire family watched a video I made about a Karen freaking out at a grocery store when I had like 2,000 subscribers. I'm not insecure about the content I post or anything. I just don't want them to think of me differently, you know? Small talk is just really shitty at the end of the day. You know, sometimes you just gotta pull up to the family function. And you know, each time you do have like small talk, I feel like it can turn into more meaningful conversations, you know? And I feel like it's starting to improve for me at least. Thankfully, nobody thinks of me differently or anything from my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's small talk. Although it sucks ass, it can be good sometimes once it sprouts into more meaningful conversation.